Social media continues to take the world by storm, and some of the biggest hashtags are red light and red flag, green light and green flag. But what about the yellow light? And this is what we're here to talk about on the Yellow Light Show. Hi, I'm Joshua Harrow, your host with the Trying to Become Fro, here to talk to you about controversial topics with wonderful individuals here to bring insight to you. So without further ado, let's welcome. So we're finally here, ladies and gentlemen. As you saw, the magic of media. We're here with some individuals who have, let's say, had some controversial events in the last few months. They are here as entertainers. But what kind of entertainers? We are soon to find out. So without further ado, I'll let them introduce themselves. So with the man in the blue, who's here excited and ready to tell the world his story, I will let you introduce yourself first.
Thank you. Hi guys, hi family, hi beautiful people. My name's Tyson Brown, aka the Duck Man. I'm a fitness passionate person who's got a fitness company, travels the world, making people look better naked. But by night, I have a lifestyle which others find acceptable. I am naked.
I'm Tyson Brown. Baby, tell me what's your fantasies. Girl, I'll put you in positions that this world has never seen. And it's
So guys, if you don't know already and you haven't taken the opportunity to Google search it for yourself, for the last 15 to maybe even 20 years, I feel like Peter Pan. So literally, I am an international male stripper, erotic performer. Been doing it for many years, both on TV, online, digital, and physical.
Even sex toys.
even sex toys.
Oh my
even
God.
sex
Okay
toys.
now.
So
Okay.
yes. Literally, the list is endless, and honestly, I could talk so much about it. But I'm hoping that we can just give you an insight into my world.
So we're about to find the naked truth, ladies and gentlemen. So things about to get real up in this place. So if we're starting with him, I'm curious to see what he has to say. So
I'm just regular. I'm just
just regular.
Whatever.
You
So,
just
so
regular.
yeah, so you may all know me as Yanzo Panzo to make the gal them dance, or the most controversial guy, or the most infamous. I don't know. I have so many names. I really don't know. But yeah,
Who named you? Did you name yourself?
What, like Yanzo Panzo? Yeah, my friends started calling me Yanzo, and then I think there was a girl who said Yanzo Panzo, and then it just stuck. I'm like, okay, a little jingle to it. So I'm like, Yanzo Panzo, and that's how it became about. So yeah.
Interesting.
So I'm a photographer, and I am a international model. Yes.
Is that what you're referring to as international model?
International model, because I am world renowned now, because a lot of people in the world know me, not just English anymore. So I am,
You haven't limited yourself.
I am world renowned. Yeah. So that's me. Hi. Hi, mommy. Yeah.
Oh boy, the gal's going sweat tonight. All right. So we're gonna start with Mr. Ducks.
Yes.
Media. You have been pushing fitness. You have been pushing development of people about their physique, about them. Why did you start fitness? Why did you now get into it?
So my company is called We Push Ducks. What that means to people or persons that don't know already is the old story, the ugly duckling. We're not saying other people are ugly, but we're helping people uncover their beautiful swan. You know, the message that we represent as a fitness company is we put people under our wing and we help them to fly, to uncover their greatness, uncover their fitness, uncover their treats. So literally, fitness.
Push-ups after
I'm telling you, this guy's he can burn it. He'll burn it off. So fitness literally saved my life. Like through school, I was literally the ugly duckling. I had a really bad case of acne. I was I wasn't confident enough to go up to people, girls. I was just a late bloomer. And through fitness and by being around like-minded people, that's what really drew it out of me. That's what made me really understand that, you know what, by putting work in within myself mentally and physically, it gave me the opportunity to be around the right clientele, the right people, focusing on myself, but also helping other people going up the ladder. So I really wanted to do this and leave this with the world, and that's the reason why I made We Push Ducks.
Awesome.
We Push Ducks is my passion. That's where I think I've been given a gift, and it's allowed me to be a lot more confident with not only my body, but more confident with other people around me to say, you know what, let's go on this path together. Let me help you achieve your goals, be it fitness or just literally your level of mental stability.
That is awesome. So Yannick, let's go to you. And your passion, which is photography, you mentioned.
Yeah.
Why did you get into it?
To be honest, it made a lot of money. Well, it still makes a lot of money.
I thought you were going to say for the girls.
Nah, I could use my image for women. No, I don't need a camera.
All right.
Make sure you zoom on that.
Yeah. Special edit. Yeah, call me. 758.
Ladies, that's a yellow flag. Eh? Watch yourselves.
You know the vibe. So yeah, well, I worked at Sandals for over 6 years or 7 years, I forget already. And then
Do what at Sandals?
I started in entertainment.
Oh shit.
Not stripping, anything
Yeah,
like that. But
yeah.
you know, like the hotel stuff is called a playmaker. It's
Okay.
called,
Yeah.
entertainment coordinator, whatever. So I started doing that, and then one of the photography managers came to me and was like, you know what, your personality is excellent. Come and be a photographer. I'm like, where's the correlation? And then she said, like, don't worry about it. We're gonna train you, because honestly, Sandals trains everybody to the T, and then you become like an expert in your field after training Sandals. So don't worry about it. You'll become an expert. I just need your personality to get the guests engaged to take a picture, because you need to have personality to get to strangers and ask for a picture. Because if you're shy, you cannot be like, hey, just take a picture. You're probably shy. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I did that, and then I transitioned into photography, and the money was nice, and I just love seeing people happy, and I just love the quality. Like, we're in a digital era where everything is quality. As long as you see quality content, it catches your eye. So that I gravitate to it, so I'm sure people will gravitate to that. So that's what really got me into photography to this day. Then you get, like, you know, seeing fine women all the time, or fine people or whatever, but the quality gravitated me to love photography.
That's an awesome story. That is an awesome introduction. But let's get down into the nitty gritty of things. You understand? Recently we had talks about what is an OnlyFans, and many would speculate that it's a form of deformity, a form of negativity. Some would say a source of income. Some would say, you know, just a hobby. But now we're going to understand what it is like being in, the adult industry, to entertain on such levels, because it is business after all. So, truth be told, let's get down and let's dive in to the personal world of behind the scenes. So, I'm going to start with Mr. Ducks Media here. And I really want to understand, you say that you were the ugly duckling.
Yes.
So, was that late blooming the reason why you went into that world, or is there another reason? Give us the insight.
All right. So the reality check is I was in a position where I was making a lot of money. I worked for I'm not too sure I'm not allowed to mention, but I was working for a company, a blue chip company, really high end, a company where I was making more money that I could spend, but I was working 7 days a week. I bought myself 2 motorbikes. I had cars. I was just.
Oh, you ride bikes? I never knew that.
Yeah. I had an R1.
Really?
All sports bikes. I love sports bikes. I'm a big sports bike.
You know, like we done so much content together. I don't know you, like, you know, it's just the erotic side. I didn't know you were a construction worker. A teacher. I don't know.
There's always a story to be heard. You never know someone fully.
Seriously, I've literally, and I was just talking, I've literally had about I shouldn't really say this out. Actually, no, I can say this at this degree. Literally, I've had so many jobs. I used to do a lot of sales and marketing jobs. I'd stay there for about maybe 2 to 3 years, and then I'd keep moving up.
So were these jobs based on what you were doing as the male stripper?
No,
or was that something?
No, that's what I'm saying.
So
It was always corporate. I was working heavily in corporate entities, and then I had a bike crash. A really bad bike crash. Literally, I flew over a car. I landed. My back was written off, destroyed, and actually the ambulance came, and I literally stood up, and I was like, they came. And they looked at my levers because I was always fully levered out. I don't know what you guys do in St. Lucia.
Well, St. Lucia is my people. So.
Wow. Yeah. So I was always fully levered out. And they looked at my levers and there was not one scratch on my levers. It's like something carried me from where I hit and just placed me down with no marks. There's no friction on my levers.
Oh, wow.
The God works in mysterious ways, eh? God works in mysterious ways.
Literally. So at that time, that's where my life flashed before my eyes. I literally said to myself, what am I doing? Do you know what I mean? My bank was not overflowing to the degree like a millionaire, but it was good. I was great. Like, do you know what I mean? I was doing well. And I said to myself, you know what? I need some time out. I need some sabbatical. I need like just some me time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To finally understand like where I want to go with things and how I want to like do my life. And then I was at my sabbatical leaving do in a bar. And then I'm there in a bar and I'm drinking. My favorite drink at the time was vodka Red Bull. So I had that. I was drinking that crazy because that makes you drunk, but also keeps you like alert. And you're like, you go.
Doesn't have you sloppy.
Yeah. So there's me. I'm there dancing with these two little people. These two little people, and they were dancing with me. I'm dancing. They take their top off. I take my top off. I even released my belt. This is like I was on the pole. I was doing some mad stuff. Literally, I can't remember too much of that night. But all I do remember, and I remember this like till today, that I had before that night 50 friends on Facebook. The next day, I had almost 3,000. That video, someone's put this video out there and I went viral.
Wow.
And next thing you know, people were messaging me like, oh, I've got this event, I need you at it. Or they literally thought I was a stripper.
Wow.
I was like,
Red Bull gives you wings.
I'm telling you, I was like, no. And then I thought just climbing. And I was like, wow. And I was like, and then I said, you know what? And as my business mind went through me, and I was thinking, you know what? This might be an interesting thing to pursue and to look into. And I said, you know what? And I did some research and I said, you know what? Let me understand this industry. So my mindset when I first came into it and thought about this was not to become a stripper.
And that's the thing people fail to realize. Like you said, let me understand this industry. That's what all of us do. Like, people like something about me so much. Let me understand why people like me so much. People think, oh, like you broke and then, you know what, I'm just gonna whip my private part out. People think you're just crazy.
I know.
It's like something to maximize on. Like you tapped into a market.
Exactly.
You know, because you went from nobody knowing you to 3,000 people knowing you in one night.
In one night.
It also gives insight as to we need to also take a risk because what happens is that our society always promotes a corporate America appeal.
Yeah.
But when you get that and you reach there and you, like you said, your bank was just boom, boom, then what's next?
Yeah.
Are we going to stay at the same job for 40 years until we retire and be like,
Exactly.
I do nothing with my life?
And these corporate people need something to release to. So you'll see the same corporate people in certain events. They have their certain fetishes and you know, but in the corporate world it's like
scary stories.
Oh, Tyson.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting. But in the nighttime, Tyson. You know, so they're like two-faced.
And that mask appeal that we have in this world. We want to go out in our suits and ties and play, I'm making this money and that. But behind the scenes, it's a whole different story. And honestly, this conversation is about to lead somewhere that some of you never thought it was going. Because now we're going to reach on to Mr. Yannick with this story.
My story is not that exciting.
Oh, come on.
Damn, I should go to the next question.
But honestly, I've been naked for years. Like I've been
When you say naked, you mean physically or internally? Like you just expose yourself?
I just like to take pictures half naked, or I just like I love attention. I don't crave attention, but I just like attention. It makes me happy and it makes others happy. So when both of us are happy,
It's a win-win.
I'm
It's a
actually
win-win.
intrigued that you say that because most of our society, we always see the women taking the half naked pictures. So for a man to admit that, that's actually a bold step.
You know, fun fact, and like I've never said this before. What motivates me is when I see women confident about their bodies or whatever they're doing. I'm like, I could do that as a man in my own way. You understand? So that motivates me too when I see women really taking care of themselves or really fronting what they have. A man could do it because society has deemed a man to really be one way, to not show anything. And if you show too much, they force a sexuality onto you.
Yes,
definitely.
You know, just be free. Like be
Just
free.
be
Don't
you,
worry about
be you.
anybody.
Yeah.
because
Stay
we
true to
want to
yourself.
we want to fight and understand rights, but fail to realize that we need to stand on neutral ground with each other and understand these things. So the mere fact that you can say, okay, hey, I'm confident in my appearance, and the fact that I like that you're confident in your appearance, so we're both confident. So who cares?
Yeah.
Because the fact is, and I can tell you a funny story. I actually went to Serenity Park to meet with my friends. We were talking geopolitics. I know I'm very young to talk about these things. People will say I'm an old man in a young person's body, but we were talking about it. We were interested. And a young lady came to me and asked me, "Are you gay?" I said, "Why do you think that?" She says, "Because you speak proper.
Yeah, you're well spoken.
You well spoken, and regular men don't know how to dress."
See?
So I was
Boom.
dressed nice, and I was like,
Yeah.
"So you expect to come to town in a 3/4 shorts, flip flops, a vest, and a side pouch? Do I look like I'm broke?"
Yeah.
And even if I'm broke, I'm not going to tell you I'm broke. I'm just going to, this is what's in my closet. This is what I'm going to wear. Everybody deserves the right to look nice. Just because somebody wears an outfit doesn't mean that they are upon a stigma or they have this phrase behind them. And I'm very tired of people watching women like, oh, they have this sexy dress. Oh, maybe what she was wearing, that's why she got into that situation. Doesn't matter what somebody's wearing. You are not in any position to go after them, pursue them, or do anything that will harm them. So the fact that you can admit that really shows that there are some men who see things on another level, and there are some men in our society who are driven by families or situations that are consistently
That's why I think
negative.
I'm very important in society right now,
we-
because I motivate somebody to be themselves.
Yes.
And I think
don't conform to.
because this is what we are. Because and the funny thing is, and I think we've all had an unplugged moment because society teaches us to be one way. Schooling teaches us to be one way. We're almost like we're having to follow something. We have to follow being an accountant, a banker, a doctor. We have to go down this. So therefore, there's a few of us that lead, or we say we're not going to be that way. Now, I'm not saying that way is a bad way. That isn't, because at the end of the day, we're all created for something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're all here for a purpose. Not all of us are supposed to be teachers. If we were all teachers, then freaking hell.
How are we getting paid? Getting paid $1.
We're always on this point. One of my best movies, and I definitely think it identifies not only my life, but many people's lives, is The Matrix.
Oh, yes.
You know, I watched so many of them, but I never knew the purpose of the movie. I was just watching it.
The Matrix really lets you know how abstract society is, and the fact that in order for you to save the world, sometimes you must be different from it. Because everybody wants to follow the path. Hey, let's go to school, let's get our degrees, let's do this. But when you get these things now, and how society always pushes young people to achieve these things at such young ages. My mom is 40. She has a house, she has a this, she has a that. It took her almost 20 years to get there, but she's finally there. And now that she's there, she's grateful, she's happy. We want to reach to the end point so fast that we miss the journey and the process. And that process helps us find who we are.
Yeah, the process is the main thing.
And that's what people don't understand. So if you go and tell me, get a teaching job, and I don't like dealing with children, I don't like doing this, but just for the money.
Or just for the image of it.
Yeah, like,
you
oh,
know?
my child is a teacher.
No, that doesn't
you are
exist anymore.
That doesn't exist, but that is the outside world. In this society, we still live under industrialization by invitation, which means you get a degree, you go out there and work. But what if you have a degree and you can't go and work? What do you do? How do we teach innovation?
And that's when you get a brain drain and people just leave St. Lucia and come back for the riches or just to chill.
You understand?
But that's another topic. So.
But this discussion really lets you get into the real topic of adult entertainment on the web,
Yep.
innovation in a digital era, and finding ways to be successful even from your home. So now, as we dive into this topic, recently there had been a little scandal.
Yeah,
I'm just using the word scandal. I don't want to be, too saucy.
Yeah.
But a recent scandal about a video of you two that was leaked from you guys is.
Leaked by me.
That's some good publicity. But a recent video that was leaked by you, well, not leaked, but was your account was hacked.
Yep.
Say.
Not hacked. It was what
Your
someone.
account was hacked?
No, not hacked. It was like you had people went in and paid, didn't it? They paid.
So you
screen
had
recorded.
someone pay and screen
Oh,
record.
yeah. We're talking about the very first initial
Yeah.
time. Okay.
And leak that content to, how do you say, dehumanize you.
Yeah.
What is your thought process when that happened? How did you feel, and what was the public's reaction to you guys after that was released?
I'm gonna get Yan to go
Yeah.
first. And I'm gonna tell you mine.
So what should I begin? Well, I just want to stray away from the topic, but I didn't really give the full story on why I started doing it. But to answer your question,
But that can actually work into it. So when you know,
okay. So you want to like answer your question? Answer the question. At this point in my life, I don't feel any way about it because I'm very confident in myself. But initially, when it happened, I expected it to happen. Like I was anticipating for it to happen because that's how you get exposure. People need to talk about you to know you. People need to know what you do to get you on the map. I was expecting everything. Like I didn't worry about anything. The only people I kind of worried about was my mom, my girlfriend at the time.
at the time.
Yeah, major people.
Okay.
Major people in my life.
Sure.
And then, because I told them before it actually happened, like it's gonna leak. Because I did my thorough research on OnlyFans, and you cannot prevent somebody from screen recording a thing. So I was kind of expecting it, but it happened, right? So, I was normal. I talked to my mom about it. Like I give my mom the PG-13 version, about it. Like OnlyFans, this is gonna leak or whatever.
You give it a Family Guy version.
Yeah. and my girlfriend at the time, I told her about it, and then nobody really troubled my immediate family. It's more like friends, like people, acquaintances and close friends. Their friends was bombarding them, and I got to a point. I told them that just stand your ground. As long as you stand your ground to them, they will not bother you three, 4, 5, 6 times because more shit is going to leak.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna see one thing leak and that's it. It's gonna be continuously leaking. And are you gonna talk about me? Well, if you talk about me continuously, it just gets me more money. It just keeps me relevant, and it makes you look stupid. Because at the end of the day, people don't come to me anymore. Nobody. I don't even know when stuff leaks. Because I posted something last year and it leaks today. Yeah. Because people don't come to me that crap anymore.
That always says Lucians are very late.
Very, very late.
We're always late with something.
So so after a while, my friends started going with the flow, and if they come to them, it's like, why are you still talking about Janzo? Like that's what he does. So less people started
Is that shock factor
unless I get like a random posting on Instagram or somebody that doesn't talk to me at all and still has my number, they probably say, hey, you trending. That's why I get to find out, not from immediate people. Because the immediate people stand their ground now.
They know. Yeah, they know.
You know, so that's to answer the question. Like nothing phases me. It didn't phase me in the beginning, but now I'm even worse.
Like you just don't care.
It is
what it is.
Because I have a vision. It's not like I'm just doing this widely. I have a vision.
Yep. You got a strategy. You know what I mean? When you do it, it's a business. And I think just to lead on to what he's saying there as well, is OnlyFans, don't get me wrong, it has an entertainment flair that we kind of enjoy. Do you know what I mean? Because we're confident with ourselves. So therefore, it's almost like if you're good at cooking, become a chef and just do what you enjoy doing.
We're in the era of if you're good at cooking, put it on social media. You
I mean, we have Tasty. We have all of these other how-to.
Why hide it? Why hide it?
Nobody buys a cookbook. Everybody just goes and watch it on YouTube, and then we go from there. And I think what you said made a very good point about peace. Because now you just accept it. You are who you are. You don't care. And that's the problem.
That's the power behind it. I love that because you know what? This industry, and as people can put it, oh my God, it's taboo, adult industry is bad, etc. But I guarantee you, it makes you such a thicker skin.
Yeah.
It's like you just rolls off you.
I remember when I was going to South Africa, I was messing around for girls sending nudes because I've been sending nudes from till Thy Kingdom Come since probably I was.
I mean, this is 2022. I mean, you're in a relationship.
Every-
Sometimes it happens.
Everybody sends nudes, right? Just
Yeah, but they don't get paid for it.
We get paid for it. Vanishing mood.
So I remember sending nudes to a girl and whatever, and then her boyfriend found out about it. And
Hey, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know if it was a boyfriend, but somebody found out about it and decided to leak her pictures.
Okay.
And they found our conversation and they wanted to leak my pictures. And I remember going to South Africa. You know, South Africa has over 1,000 children. Like I was kind of nervous, like wow, going on the bus stop, and I just feel like eyes watching me.
Of course.
You know, because
Of course.
Yeah.
my potential nude could leak out.
Of course.
And I'm looking at myself now.
Scandalous.
Yeah, I'm looking at myself now. I love when that shit happens because I know I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
But
Central
yeah,
attention,
and I know what society deems as
course.
perfect.
Yeah,
You know, the
yeah,
perfect guy, the perfect body, the private parts, and so it's
Yeah.
like, oh, like it doesn't. I don't like. I'm so thick skinned to it.
Thick-skinned.
I enjoy what I do.
Yeah. And the thing is, when you get to that point, and that's why that's a psychological side that actually helps us because we already know what we're signing up to. Is that, I mean, when we see our CV,
Yeah.
we know we have to be thick skinned. We know we're going to get love. We know we're going to get hate.
Yeah.
We're going to get all these levels. So therefore, when these individuals come to us, we're kind of like mentally prepared.
Yeah.
And we actually enjoy it because the more you come out and you hit us, we might crumble a little bit if you attack our friends and family and we're trying to explain to them, but then we get stronger.
Yeah, and yeah,
And
how should I say, our battlefield or our
Yeah.
nation gets stronger
Yeah.
every time you penetrate it. More people come on our side. It's like
Exactly.
What can you
What's
do?
your problem?
What can you do, Tyson? What can you do, Yanzo? And to this day, no one harasses me. No one
Nah.
tells me anything. I find out I'm like the center of attention. When I go to the
Yeah.
supermarkets, anywhere I go, people over stare at me. They tell me hi, wants my number.
Of course.
I'm like a celebrity. I'm used to it online, but I'm
Yeah.
not used to it in person.
Of course,
So
yeah.
now I have to start putting myself in
more-
a way like I'm always somewhat perfect, like always my best because I am known now. So I'm more aware of what I do.
Wow.
You know.
Let me quickly, because I remember, because I want to say this, like when me and Amazon first met and was talking about like the OnlyFans, and I remember, like you said, Tyson, like because of obviously our fan base, and we have to say it how it is. Our fan base is maybe like majority gays.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All gay. Like to me,
Yeah.
I'm at a point where when females subscribe to my page, I'm like,
What we doing there?
why are you subscribing?
Honestly, you just answered one of the questions I was being asked.
Yeah. Honestly, because I get women on my page and we're like,
Yeah.
why are you subscribing to my
I
page?
know,
You
I
literally,
know.
Like if you're attractive enough, you're gonna get your back boost. You know?
The stories are real. This is not controversy. This is just real talk from real people in the real world. Like I always say, there's a story to behold and a mystery to unfold. So while we unwrap these mysteries, we'll be back with part 2.